The video the other day on Stitchy's Super World where I made a zombie farm, except I forgot to start recording on one part, so it didn't really show me building any of it. So I'm going to show you how to build that today, so enjoy the video. So the first step is to find the dungeon itself, and if you are like me, you are going to want to find a zombie spawner if you want to build the exact thing. And because there's so many zombies down here, I found a few in this cave. There might be a spawner, but it's not a particularly high chance that you will be guaranteed a zombie spawner for the first dungeon. So you just gotta hope, I guess. And I was lucky enough, but it wasn't really my luck, because I just built a farm out of whatever I found. And I guess I could do a tutorial for every spawner type in the future, as then you don't just have to find a specific spawner. But yeah, let's just find one of these things first. I'm just looking randomly in a random world, so it will take a bit of time. One thing to say is, to give a little bit of advice to find a dungeon, is if when you're caving, just try and listen out for monster sounds that don't sound like they're coming from your cave, and they sound like there are a lot of them, as usually a lot of mobs will spawn in a dungeon when you are near one. So try and listen out for a lot of mobs. I guess that's all I can give you on advice on how to find one of these things. It took so long to find this thing, and all I did to find it was plop in a random cave near spawn. Literally, spawn is just over that hill over there, and I went so far and found nothing but this one huge abandoned mineshaft. I couldn't find a dungeon at all in it, and then I popped down this single cave, and then I find a dungeon just instantly. Now I think it was a skeleton one though, which is fine because we are in creative mode. We do have the creative powers to just go into our inventory and get the zombie spawn egg and change that to a zombie spawner. And now it will spawn zombies, but we've lit this thing up, so it is just gonna be not really spawning anyone. But yeah, in dungeons you can find loot just like this, and you are gonna want to get rid of these chests for the farm. It is essential that you actually get rid of these chests, otherwise it ain't gonna work. As you can see, zombies are spawning, so what you're going to want to do is you are going to light up the 4 faces of this, the one you are going to be using now. And then, yeah, you are going to want to do some stuff. So if we just clear our hotbar, we are actually going to need 1 slab, is the first thing. This 1 slab is going to be placed on top of the spawner, just like that. So when the farm is up and running, no zombies will spawn on top of the farm. So if we just get that out for now, the next thing we want to do is make sure the room is the perfect distance, the perfect size for this. So currently it is a 5 by, I believe, 7 room. Yeah. And what you want to do is make sure that the walls are 4 blocks out from every side of the spawner. So, like here, it is only 2 blocks out, so you're going to want to dig 2 more on this wall here. So when you have done that, you should end up with a room that looks something like this. Well, is it 4 blocks out? That's what you want to know, and it is. If you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 blocks. So the next step is to dig down 2 blocks. and that includes underneath the spawner. Just every single block needs to be lowered by 2. Also, side note, try not to break the spawner. Otherwise, if you're in survival, you're gonna have to find a new dungeon. But if you're in creative mode, you can just get a new one, which is cool. But yeah, just try not to do that. So the next step will be to design the killing mechanism of these guys. So you are going to want to go to one of the walls. I'm going to pick this wall here, and I'm going to go in, just count 8 blocks out from this wall. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to do a trench on the 9th block out from the wall, the far wall. So you want to make this trench 2 blocks deep, so these zombies cannot get out of this trench. And also light it up while you're building it, otherwise you're going to have zombies spawning in there now, or before you finished. So yeah, in this trench you are going to want the zombies to be pushed to a point here, and that point I can mark like that, so the zombies can get stuck in this point. I didn't actually do this on my world, but I just forgot to do this, and I'm probably going to change it to this as well, because it'll be a lot better. And also place a sign there, because you will need it. Next up, you are going to want to do the hopper system and the way of actually killing them before you add in the water flows and get rid of all the lights. So you've already now come to the realization that this is going to be where you kill them, and you're going to be swiping at their legs, so they're going to be standing on a hopper there eventually, and there's going to be hoppers there too. But you are going to be killing them from this block, which means you want to make it so this part here is a gap. Maybe like some sort of slab can go in there eventually, but we will leave that blank. And this is going to be where you are standing here, swiping at the zombies' legs. So you want to design just a nice little room to kill these guys in, I guess. Just like I have done on my survival world, you want to do the exact same thing. You can get yourself some storage in here. You don't need to make it look nice. I will definitely do that at some point on my survival world, but we're not going to make it look nice on this demonstration, because yeah, we don't need it to look nice, it's just a demonstration. So yeah, this is where they're going to be, obviously. So you are going to want to make it so they are standing on a hopper. So they're going to be standing on this hopper here, and then the hopper can connect into the wall and come around into a chest like here, and I keep placing the torches in the wrong place. So you need to give the chest room, obviously, so just place it like that. 2 chests will be nice. But you'll need more chests in order to make your hoppers, because a chest is required for hoppers. And what you want to do is you want to place 1 chest on the end of it, 1 hopper on the end of that one, a hopper on the end of there, and then you just want to come back like that and then just place the hopper on the end of it, just so the items, when they are dropped into the hopper, it should go into the chest, just like that. And now that is sorted, that if the zombie drops, when the zombie drops come in, they will all go into that large chest. And I definitely recommend having a storage system for your rotten flesh and the armor that you get from these guys. The next thing you will want to do is the water flows. So if we just get ourselves out of here, so we just get our back up here, place that back in. We can also place our cobblestone block back in there. What we want to do up here is we need 2 water buckets. I only need 1 in creative, but in survival mode you're going to need 2 of these things to make an infinite water source. So what you can just go ahead and do is, to make the infinite water source, you need to go ahead and do that. And then you can just collect the water from the middle and just keep placing it along keep collecting it up, keep placing it along until it looks something like this. And it will flow down to here, and the zombies should all get pushed off into this little area here. But they will just stay there if they're on one of these edges. They'll just be walking around up here. So what you want to do next is you want to do that. So the water flow that will push the zombies into the middle and will make them drop to the hopper. And you want to do that on the other side. And boom, that is, I'm pretty sure, everything for the zombie farm. All we need to do now is get rid of all the lights. So let's go ahead and do that. And we've got ourselves zombies spawning in. That will all, as you can see, start falling down. But all the zombies are going to get crammed into this one space. You don't actually need to do it. So I'm going to just untorch it then. Because it is fine. It is fine. Alright, so we're in the kill chamber, and as you can see, we have ourselves a lot of zombies who have fallen down to the hopper. Now, to stop the items from getting to you, there's probably a way of doing that, but for now you can just swipe at these guys and just literally do this, and it will just kill the zombies like that. It is definitely a better design than the one I did at my world, and I will definitely make that improvement. But yeah, all you need to do is stand here, and zombies will spawn a lot quicker than on Stitchy's Super World, mainly because less light will be filtering into the zombie room, because the killing chamber is going to be lower down. Yeah, it definitely helps to have a room like this where the zombies just drop into and you can kill them for their experience, because as you can see, you're getting a lot more of them and you'll be getting a lot more experience as well. So that is basically everything that you need to make a pretty efficient early game zombie XP farm. All you really need, that is the hardest thing to get, is all the iron for the hoppers, but it is going to be quite good. All you need to do is go on one caving trip, come out with about 40 iron, and then you are good to go. So that is it for this tutorial. We'll probably do more in the future. Also, you could do this exact design for skeletons. It'll work the exact same, I believe. You could do this exact farm. For spiders, you'll have to alter it a little. I don't exactly know how to alter it yet. Maybe the only thing is to make this, to be honest, I'm not sure, but this is meant to be zombie and skeleton. It should work for skeleton, but as you can see, it works for zombies as well. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.